Well, I cannot believe it, but Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2, that ending blew my mind. I cannot believe they did what they did. Now, newsflash, major spoilers. If you have not seen Part 2 of Cobra Kai, don't watch this video. Giving you a fair warning right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that something was going to happen because I actually saw some people actually got to see it early, but one of the channels that I actually watch talked about Cobra Kai and the finale, no spoilers. And then he started to get into spoilers, and then I clicked off. I cannot believe they did what they did at the end. Were you caught off guard by that?
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought Daniel will be there on time to stop him.
Well, I don't think that anybody actually knew he had a knife. Oh,
No, but
Daniel did see.
Daniel
You're right.
did see, and he's trying to stop him, but it was too late.
Yeah. Newsflash: Quan from Part 1 of the final season with Cobra Kai ends up impaling himself on Kreese's knife. Now, I guess a lot of people are probably speculating that Kreese is going to kill Terry Silver because there's an all-out brawl. They kind of recreated the school fight scene at the end of season 2, but it took a whole new level because Kreese ends up dropping his knife.
Mm-hmm.
During that brawl. He thought he had it, and him and Terry Silver are fighting. Then Quan is out there fighting. He grabs the knife, and I thought people were thinking he was actually going to kill the guy from the Iron Dragons. What's his name? I don't remember his name.
I forgot.
I forgot his name. But he goes up for a kick, and he misses. And he falls down on the knife and impales himself. Mm-hmm. Daniel comes over, flips him over. There's blood everywhere. He is dead. And this is actually on TV because the Saikai Taikai was on TV. They never stopped the feed once the brawl broke out. And then the guy running the tournament says, cut the feed, and that's how it ends. Dead silence.
Yeah, I mean, the ending was surprising.
Very surprising.
And it's very sad because I didn't think he would die. He would be,
And make no mistake, Quan was an asshole.
Yes, he is bad.
He's definitely bad.
He's bully. He's a bully.
He's a bully.
But it seems like he needs to be in the TV show.
Yeah. I like the way they actually brought back Terry Silver's back. I knew he wasn't going to stay in prison. He beat the charges. I mean, this guy's very wealthy. They also bring back the guy from Karate Kid Part 3. I don't think he had any lines in Part 3. He was one of the guys working for Terry Silver. They brought him back. He has they have Daniel kidnapped. Terry Silver does, and he comes back. He's the guy that Daniel ended up, I think, kneeing him and then throwing him. Because remember that the bullies show up, the bad guys show up at Mr. Miyagi's bonsai tree shop. Mm-hmm. That guy, he shows up. But Terry Silver is back, and I don't know where they're going with Part 3 now. Because the way that ended, where are they going now? Does the tournament continue? Because the tournament doesn't finish.
I don't know, but I do like the way where Part 2 talks about a little bit about Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, I like that angle because we found out in Part 1 that Mr. Miyagi fought in the Saikai Taikai. And we saw that headband had blood on it. And then we actually find out, confirmed Mr. Miyagi killed a man
Yes.
in that tournament. Now, remember in Karate Kid Part 1, Mr. Miyagi said he didn't believe in fighting. Karate for self-defense only. Maybe that event in that tournament changed his mind on fighting. Because once he actually killed that man, and they actually had a dream sequence where Daniel was fighting a young Miyagi, and the actor, whoever they got to play Miyagi, looked just like him. And then they had a CGI deep fake of the classic Miyagi with his voice for like a few seconds talking to Daniel.
Yes.
So that was kind of surprising right there. But I think it kind of tells you, it expands Miyagi a bit more. And you know what? This may be the final season, but boy, they got something they can actually set up in a spinoff, because they talked about spinoffs. I really want a young Mr. Miyagi TV show,
Yes.
because now they've opened it up where he's fighting to the death in the Seikai Taikai. They don't exactly show you, they don't actually show you him killing the person. It could have been an accident. I don't know. But a young Miyagi show,
That would be good.
that would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
But one thing that I don't understand is about the dream that he and Daniel and Mr. Miyagi, they were fighting.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, does it have something to do with, what's the guy, Kwan's death?
I think they were foreshadowing his death.
Maybe.
So TV shows kind of do that, because we found out that Mr. Miyagi actually killed someone.
Yeah.
And then Daniel has that nightmare about Miyagi. And then we actually see Quan die. Now, I'm glad they didn't actually have anybody kill him in the tournament. I mean, it was an accident. He impaled himself, so it's not really anybody's fault.
Yeah, because his anger.
Yeah, Quan was definitely triggered. Tori didn't like him. Tori, I like what they did with Tori in this, because at the end of part 1, she goes to Kreese, and like wondering, okay, what's going on? She's not a fan of Kreese either. She's in it for herself, for her own reasons, and the relationship with Robbie definitely takes a twist. She wants to put him on break, but Terry Silver was pulling all the strings, because the Iron Dragons, Terry Silver recruited them, and they're really good. That girl that plays Zara, she's a real martial artist, and she is really good. I think she's like a, I don't remember. I looked it up. She's like a 12-time Taekwondo champion. She's only like 22, but she is really, really good. And she plays Zora in this show.
Yes.
So we have to see what happens. And part 3 comes out in February. I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, me too. In part 2, I feel sorry for Tori, because it just, she's
on her own. She has nobody. Her mother's dead.
yes, and she have in a conflict between, because she did ask the South Korean instructor where all the fighting and winning, she asked her, is it worth it?
Yeah. Because she gave up her personal life for martial arts.
Yeah, and in the fighting, she doesn't really want to fight.
Yeah.
She still think her enemy is her friends.
Yeah.
Well, they are her friends, but she's kind of not going to the dark side or to the light side. She's like in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, this was a surprise too. Alicia Hanna playing Kim Dan-un. She hooks up with Chosen.
Yeah, that was funny.
Chosen was so funny in this. she hooks up with Chosen. It was so hilarious.
Yes.
And then like Chosen's like, yeah, this is a mistake, because they're all out looking for their kids in each of the dojos, and they end up having to like team up and beat up these guys.
Yeah.
And they end up hooking up. That I didn't see that coming.
I didn't.
Either.
But I also didn't see it coming where in the beginning he was crying because he thought Kimiko rejected him or something.
Yeah, because he wants to hook up with Kumiko, but this guy goes up to the door, and something's telling me that guy in Okinawa
It's not
probably not her boyfriend or whatever.
No, it's probably her relative or something.
It could have been somebody. I'm not really sure.
Or maybe she is really married.
I don't think so. I really don't. I think they kind of took a playbook out of Karate Kid Part 2. Remember, Daniel said that that Allie met this guy UCLA, and people were wondering for like 30 years, that didn't make any sense that Allie would just kind of like cheat on Daniel. And then they brought in Allie, and the previous season we found out that he overreacted because Daniel has a hot head. I think they kind of took a playbook out of that and Chosen got the wrong idea.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
It never showed Kimiko.
No, that she's not in this season so far.
I hope she's in part 3 though.
I doubt that she's going to be in part 3. I don't think so. But I don't know which angle they're actually going to be going in. But this is way better than the first part.
Yes.
These 5 episodes are really good.
Yes. And it still has a sense of humor.
It does. It's always going to have a sense of humor. But that ending, though, the way that ended, everyone is talking about that. That was the most shocking ending, I got to say, in the complete Karate Kid history. You never saw a death like that.
Yeah. And one thing I really liked, part 2, is where it's the Miyagi group.
Yeah. Miyagi.
They hit rock bottom. They were being beat up.
They were getting their ass kicked in that tournament.
Yes, but
that's because Robbie was so annoying in this season because his mind was not focused because of the conflict with Tori.
Yes,
he was very, very annoying. He kept doing matches. He would actually look away and look at Tori. I'm like, man, focus. He had no focus whatsoever.
Yes, but the good part is they do not give up.
No, they didn't give up. Eventually, they get it together, but the tournament never finishes. So
but they did not give up, and their rank go up.
Yeah, they made it to the finals. So
yeah,
gonna wrap it up right there, guys. February, I believe 13th is when the final episodes come out. Boy, we're probably in for a ride. So gonna leave right there, guys. We'll be back tomorrow in another video. Till then, be safe.
Goodbye.